Meanwhile, Marco Rubio has also announced visa restrictions on foreign officials and other individuals who censor Americans, including those who target American tech companies, as the Trump administration steps up a confrontation with other countries over their social media policies. Now, without giving specifics, Mr. Rubio cited instances of foreign governments censoring protected speech in the US, saying it was unacceptable for foreigners to issue or threaten arrest warrants on US citizens or US residents for social media posts on American platforms. This is according to the latest statement. For further clarity, let's go across to senior journalist Ray Locker, who joins us on Ndtv at the moment. Ray, really appreciate your time as always. Marco Rubio is talking about visa bans on foreign nationals for censoring Americans. That is a strong charge, Ray, but how do they define censorship here? Is it government pressure, takedown notices, or even content moderation by foreign platforms?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. It could be just about anything. I mean, this administration has been quick to claim censorship about anything, whether it's some kind of content moderation. Trump said he was being censored by Twitter when it was owned by its previous ownership, because he was spreading obvious disinformation. And there's no right to be on Twitter or any other social media platform. So it's hard to tell what this really means. And as we've seen throughout the history of this administration, the second Trump term, anything can happen. Something is a big deal one day, it disappears the next, or a court says it's not legal. And I mean, look at what happened with all these tariffs. Poof, they could be gone.
But then, Ray, who exactly does this policy seem to target? Are Indians or tech companies on Washington's radar? Or do you sense this is a larger message aimed at China and Europe?
Well, I think the larger message is, if we don't like you, we are going to do things to cause you problems. And so the challenge is not to be on Trump's bad side. So people are doing things like preemptively doing what they think Trump wants. And we've seen that time and time again. We've seen it with all these big law firms that have cut deals with the administration to avoid an executive order, when in reality, all of those executive orders against law firms have failed. They've been tossed out by the courts.
Right.
So it's a threat. He's wielding a big stick to get what he wants.
But then, Ray, any sense of hypocrisy being called out here? Because after all, the US itself is cracking down on university speech, as we've noticed with Harvard, and student political affiliations. So then, is this really about freedom or selective outrage?
Selective outrage. I mean, it's all part of Trump doing what he wants, when he wants, to whoever he wants to do it to.
Right.
I mean, there is no consistency. I think we've seen that, since January 20th. One day it's one thing, the next day it's something else. And so he's doing it because he wants to. It keeps people off balance. It helps him get what he wants, which could be anything at any given time.
Well, Ray, really appreciate your time and your views as always. Thank you so much for making time for us and joining us on the show.